Hello everyone, welcome back to another banner reaction. I'm DTM as always, and I have with me a returning friend of the channel. Why don't you introduce yourself, Satoshi?
Hello everyone, my name's Satoshi, your local Edelgard simp. And yeah, thanks so much again, as always, DTM, bringing me on. It's always so much fun, and I love hanging out with you.
Yeah, and it's super exciting, it's always super fun, and I don't know, what are your hype levels for this banner right now? We saw the silhouettes. Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's Claude on the right. And I don't want to be that guy, that annoying Edelgard simp, like, kind of guy. but there's a chance, you know, and I'm not ready for that.
Right, wait, how many orbs do you have right now? Or, like, how many orbs did you spend?
Admittedly, I have 3. So if you see a summoning video in, like, 3 days from now, that's not free to play. I'm going to be on it.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Why are you sitting in my FTP cathedral, Satoshi?
No,
you have
so
brought
sorry.
shame. But yeah, this banner is always interesting because it's always a unique theme. I saw like a little mini windmill on like the person on the right, so I think it's like some sort of wind theme. And I've heard speculations that it's Fuga on the left as well from Fates. So yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
but
that'd be
yeah,
interesting.
It will definitely be very interesting. But let us get on the way with the reaction. As always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, not only to my channel, but to Satoshi's channel as well. The link to that will be in the description down below. And yeah, let us begin.
I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's Wind Tribe. This is definitely Wind Tribe.
Yeah, Fates. Uh-oh.
Fates music. I recognize that music on the first note.
Me too. Who's the first one?
I think that's Claude, right?
That is
Claude.
Claude.
It is Claude, yeah.
I feel a bit strange wearing this outfit.
He did look like Claude in the attacking art for some reason for me. I don't know why.
Really? Huh. Oh, so he's got attack speed
Attack
prime.
speed prime. Ooh, interesting.
Deep
With
Star?
Deep Star. Okay.
Oh boy.
Huh.
I don't like this.
He's a dagger again, similar to like the summer version.
52 just went to 8. I just want to point that out.
Is that dagger?
Dagger? Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Huh. That threw me off.
I know. Oh my goodness, the kite is amazing.
Yo.
I love that kite. That is so cool.
Aw. Twins. Oh my god.
I saw Grant's Pathfinder to support partner in the B
I don't
skill.
like that.
Unfortunately, she's like Cav, which is not like in a good spot right now. Is that Thea? Or
Oh, I was gonna say Wait.
Katria?
Yeah, Katria.
I don't know. All these blue-haired Pegasus look. Okay, it is
Yeah,
Katria.
That feels right
Aw.
to me.
All
Oh, she
right.
looks here.
She actually looks really, really good there.
Yeah.
All right, we have White Wind Bull.
Aw.
No Panic, I see. So that's dead on arrival. Wait, no,
let's
or is
see.
it Kagero
Yo!
and Orochi? Wait a minute.
That's a cool pairing right there. Wait, I love Kagero. No!
Rip Satoshi's wallet.
I'm here for you.
That's actually
It
a
could've
really
been
good
worse.
pairing, yeah. Oh, hey, we have
Whoa.
a interesting. Oh wait, no, that's I think that's Disarm Trap 4. Okay, hold on a
Oh
minute.
no.
Wait, I'm super hyped now.
Oh no.
A dual skills. Okay. Yeah, I saw a grand extra movement. So it's similar to Thief Nina, actually.
Mhm.
Two peas?
Funnily enough, both of them involve Kagero in some way. So maybe that's just like her thing.
We'll make a
Right.
path.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny, her duo code.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what Disarm Trap 4 does. Like, what can it do? Like, does it also disable Hex Trap now as well?
Faster than the
That'd
Like-
be funny.
Like
I
the
think I saw
Lynch-
minus 4 speed and defense, I think. I'm not too sure.
Okay. Like, I'd be down for that. I hate Hex Traps.
Yeah.
Give me my Ninja Force back.
Oh, what's his face is the Tempestrels.
Fuga, I'm assuming,
yeah,
right?
Fuga, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, I'm saved!
Yeah, no Edelgard alt, so only 1 3 houses alt. But hey, that means Claude has caught up to the rest of the 3 houses lords in terms of like alt representation, I believe.
Yep, he sure has, and honestly, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, unless we count Flame Emperor as an Edelgard ult, in which case
Yeah.
Edelgard's still number 1, baby.
Let's go.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these units. I still can't get over the kite on Dagger. Like, that is just so
the
good.
Dagger is amazing.
I love the kite. See, this is what happens when we have creative themes for, like, special heroes. Like, we have creativity like that. All right, I'll go ahead and take the first stab at Playful Pinwheel. Accelerate special trigger. At start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants NFU and no panic to unit. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants all stats +5 to unit, and grants bonus to unit's attack speed during combat equals to the number of bonus effects active on unit and penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and stat penalty ×2. There's no cap on that. And also, if unit's attack can trigger unit special, aka you have an offensive special, grants special cooldown count -X to unit before unit's first attack, and special cooldown count -Y to unit before unit's first follow-up attack during combat. X equals the number of bonus effect active on unit, excluding stat bonuses. Max being the unit special cooldown count value at start of combat. Y being the number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, minus unit special cooldown count value at the start of combat. Minimum 0. And then we have the standard dagger effects.
That was
okay. That was a lot
to take in.
Right, okay, so I guess to simplify, you just, if you're at the start of turn, you get NFU and no panic as a bonus, like a visible bonus. If at the start of combat, if your HP is greater than or equal to 12%, you get all stats +5, and then you get a bonus to your attack and speed based on the number of bonus effects you have and the penalty effects the foes have. And so it's like similar to Brave Crom, in which like the more like bonus stacks you have, the more like attack and speed you get. Unlike Crom, this is only to attack and speed, not to all stats, and it's only ×2. But like Brave Crom, there is no cap, so theoretically this can go to infinity.
Amazing.
Right. Although obviously, like Claude, at least from what I see, doesn't have a way to like steal buffs. But yeah, but that's not all. If you have an offensive special like lethality, you get what is essentially like the what's it called?
The jump.
Yeah, the special acceleration jump that I think Young Ike had. I think.
Yeah, I believe he had it.
Right.
Yeah.
Where before you attack, your special cooldown is lowered. That the amount that special is lowered is equal to the number of bonuses that you have. Of course, the max being the maximum special cooldown value at the start of combat. It also applies to the follow-up attack, your first follow-up attack, and that is equal to the number of bonus effects you have minus the special cooldown count value at the start of combat. And so, like, this is a very good way to trigger lethality, essentially, is what this is saying. That's all you really need to know about that.
That was a very good explanation of it. I actually processed that whole thing. You did a great job on that.
Yeah. This is what reading skill descriptions in FEH allows you to do for a YouTube career. But yeah, this is very interesting because this is obviously very special spammy. And you want to stack bonuses to get the additional bonuses to attack and speed. I forget how much stats Brave Crom gets when you get a bonus on him.
Forget 2, actually. I would check, but I do not have a Brave Crom.
Right. Okay, it is similar. It's ×2 as well, so it's the same amount. But obviously, like, Brave Crom can't steal buffs, whereas here you have to like get all the buffs on you. And yeah. Okay, interesting. All right. What does attack speed prime 4 do? We spent a lot of time on that weapon, but
yeah.
all right. Attack speed prime 4. If bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed +X to unit during combat. X equals the number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, ×2 +9 max times 2 plus 3 max 9, not plus 9. And also, if number of bonus effects active on unit is greater than or equal to 4, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range during combat. Wait, this is DC.
Yeah.
Wait, this is on a dagger unit, so is this like close counter, or is it both like close counter and distant counter? I guess technically it doesn't matter. It just matters like who can inherit it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is really interesting.
Because like the other option that we have, if this can be inherited to like melee units, it's competing with distant AS solo. But I think like attack speed prime 4 is probably just better, I think. Because
I actually agree. Yeah.
because as like if you're like an Omni tank, you want to stack bonuses to begin with. It's not like that's hard. And with just one bonus, you already have +5 that attack AS solo has, right?
Right.
And that's without needing to be solo. That is can be stacked even more. Well, actually, hold on. You need greater than or equal to 4 bonus effects, so that can be a bit tricky. But if you can do it, it should be very, very strong.
I mean, it's clearly really good on Cluck because he himself already gives him 2 bonuses.
Right.
So, I mean, if anything, this kind of just tells me like what's to come in the future for sure.
And I recall he came with like attack speed oath 4, which gives him the order effect.
Yes,
That's
he did.
3. Does anything else in his kit?
I mean,
need to go to
he
the
has a
second
new
page.
he has a new B skill, yeah. So maybe.
Right. Deep Star. We forgot to.
God.
All right. Enables Canto 1. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, inflicts speed def -5 on foe, and reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by X%. If unit initiates combat, X equals 80. Otherwise, X equals 30. Stacks with other damage reduction effects like that from Deep Star. First attack normally means only the first strike. For effects that grants units attack twice, it means first and second. So it works on Brave. If unit initiates combat, grants Deep Star to unit and inflicts gravity on target and foe within 1 spaces of target after combat. And then Deep Star is for 1 turn. If it is unit's first combat initiated by foe that turn, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 80% during combat. Okay, so that's very similar to Fallen Star.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference? I can recall Fallen Star being very similar.
Yeah, a lot. So, Fallen Star is if unit initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 80%. That's it. And then after combat, grants the normal Fallen Star and gravity.
Okay.
Normal Fallen Star is essentially the same thing. During unit's first combat and player phase and enemy phase, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 80%. So this is literally just like probably what his remix would have been. Right. Like actually.
Okay, so the difference between the Deep Star status and the Fallen Star status is that Deep Star works for Brave hits, whereas Fallen Star does not work for Brave hits. That's basically the difference between those status effects. But yeah, I mean, this is like upgraded Legendary Claude, essentially, I would say.
Yeah.
You also get the
much.
Canto, which is really nice.
And the speed defense -5. Fallen Star does not have that.
Right. And if Deep Star is active, Claude will have the 4 bonuses requisite to enable that distant counter. And so I think the idea here is that you go in, you attack, you apply the gravity and everything, and you can counterattack regardless of range. You can be like a tank with that Deep Star survivability.
That's really cool.
I actually really like that design. Yeah, it's really, really
I
neat.
was literally going to say, this design's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how good he'll be. I think he'll be fairly strong, like very strong. I don't know if he'll be like SDR strong. Maybe. I mean, special spam and lethality is definitely very nice, especially since it can counter scowl effects.
I forget. I don't know if this is true, but from what I remember, doesn't like original Fallen Star not work correctly in Summoner Duels?
That is true, right? Yeah, it does not work correctly because it goes bye-bye, like
Yeah.
on the next phase, not even on like the next turn. So yeah, if
Something we should also consider.
that is something you need to consider, right? Yeah.
And he's green.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red units out there, so.
But no, it's looking very interesting character. Like, I actually really like how they did his kit.
Me too. He's so cool. I really like. This is probably my favorite Clodo already.
And you can see like the special jumping they did in that video or demonstration. All right,
God, she looks so
Dagger
good.
with the kites. Yeah,
I've been waiting for something like this.
this is actually so good. I love it so much.
Me too. Wow.
All right, why don't you go ahead and read for us Dagger's kit?
All right. So her weapon is Fujin Uchiwa. I almost said Uchiha from Naruto. That's so funny. Accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1, so slaying. And then at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%, grants Omni plus X to unit. X is 5 plus the greater of unit's current bonus or foe's current bonus on each stat. Calculates each stat bonus independently. Inflicts penalty on foes' attack speed, defense, and res equal to current bonus on each of foes' stats. Calculates each stat penalty independently. Reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40% and grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. Only highest value applied, is not stacked during combat.
Okay, so she has like bonus/foe bonus doubler.
Yeah.
On the first instance, and she also has like the steal your bone or like neutralizes your bonuses on the enemy, like sort of. It's not like true dull, but it's like the penalty
It's
theoretically should cancel it out if you don't have a
Right.
bonus doubler.
And then she also has special acceleration per hit, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what
I
does
love
the-
how we went from Claude's weapon to Dagger, and it's like
yeah, it's like
a
so
pretty
much
big shift.
shorter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, her B skill, Twin Sky Wing. So at start of turn, grants Pathfinder to unit support partner for 1 turn.
That is what I
If
saw.
If more than 1 support partner is present, effect is not granted. Okay, cool.
Okay.
At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%, inflicts speed defense -5 on foe and neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks during combat. Okay.
Interesting. This is interesting because one, you can't use this on ARD because it requires a support partner. So I guess like theoretically you can do this in something like Ether Raid's offense as like a Gale Forcer or like a hit and run unit. Although she doesn't have Kanto, so probably just a Gale Forcer, especially with like the special acceleration and everything. In Summoner's Duels though, I don't know how good this actually is because like Pathfinder is not as relevant as say like Guidance 4, especially on this current map, which is not Cav favorite at all.
I just realized she has alarm attack speed. She's not infantry.
She's a Cav.
Huh.
Yeah, so she's Cav, melee Cav. Okay, I guess alarm attack speed gives her Kanto 1, which is really nice. But yeah. I mean, I think she'll be strong, but I think her main place might just be on AR offense as like Gale Forcer, because like that Pathfinder can definitely like make some really cool plays for those that used OG Dagger back when like she was probably the only option for 6 block
me.
mythic. Yeah, like she was really strong there. So I think she can definitely play a very similar role, although she doesn't herself have Pathfinder. That is very important to keep in mind. She only gives Pathfinder to a support partner. I guess like you can use this on like a front line, on like a very offensive Cav favorite map in SD. That could be used like on Ingrid or something.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, that'd be gross.
What are your thoughts?
Pretty much the same as yours. I'm just again, I'm a little like speechless because like the difference between Claude and then Dogger is kind of funny.
I mean, Claude's mainly is just explanation for what his effects actually do, right? Like, we had to get through a lot to just say, you have the special jump, you have stacking bonuses equals stacking stats. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I pretty much had like the same thoughts as you, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she'll definitely be very strong, but like,
Storm's
if
going
summer female Shez couldn't like break through, I don't think Dagger will either in like SD.
Yeah, she.
people that lives as one.
It's kind of like a hard
that feels right to me.
Melee calves are a really hard class to make your mark on. There's not
Definitely.
like
You have to
a
be
lot.
like Brave Seliph, Brave Crom, and have that duo.
Yeah.
with you. Or like Summer Ephraim nowadays. Like, yeah. All right. Let's see here. White Wind Bow plus. I mean, this is the demo, so it doesn't really matter. We have the arcane bows already. Effective against flying at start of turn if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%. Grants no NFU and no panic to unit for 1 turn. At start of turn if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 20%. Grants attack speed plus X to unit during combat. X being the number of bonus effects active on units and penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and stat penalties. Okay, this is like a budget Wind Claude bow.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
It's basically exactly like Claude's, except without the special acceleration jumping. Like, yeah.
She's got pretty good fodder.
Right.
She's got a trace, attack speed, catch 3, and I think Harsh Command is a tiny bit underrated, but that's not bad.
I think the only time you really see Harsh Command Plus is when like you want to run like cav lines in SD and you don't want like Thor to mess you up, and so you just like Harsh Command them to get rid of the stall.
Oh my gosh, Kagero and Orochi, I'm gonna cry.
Outfits are bold.
They look really interesting, really good. Like, I like the feathers and everything. All right, why don't you go ahead and read Brightwind Fans for us?
Alrighty, so Brightwind Fans. Enable Canto Distant Max 3. Oh gosh. Accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1 at start of combat if unit's HP is greater or equal to 25%. Grants all stats plus 5 to unit and grants attack speed plus X to unit. X equals 20% of unit speed at start of combat. That is really strong already.
Okay.
And neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. And also, if unit initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 50% during combat. And unit's next attack deals damage equal to total damage reduced by any source. Oh, wow, that is really strong. And then it explains Canto Distant Max. So after an attack, assist skill, or structured instruction, unit can move spaces equal to the number of spaces from start position to end position unit moved prior to taking action. And yeah.
Maximum of 3. So yeah, that's just a similar Canto to T. Ira's Canto, except it's range. So the max is 3 instead of 4.
Thank God.
Yeah. 20% of unit speed as like
That
a
is-
bonus is really, really strong.
Yeah.
I believe this is a visible check. Is it? Or yeah, at start I think it's a visible check of like your current speed.
I think it is. Yeah.
Right? Because like otherwise there's like confusion on like, does this current bonus like affect the calculation, like self-looping and everything. And so yeah. So visible speed, that makes it not as good as what I thought it would be, because I think most visible speed is roughly around like the 60-ish range max. Obviously you can buff this with like legendary buffs and things like that. 20% of that is like what, 12? So like it's still really, really strong, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. And then you have like the mirror effect as well, which is really nice.
I hate that effect. Oh man.
right, what else does she have?
Oh, you've been very excited about this. I think you should read Disarm Trap 4.
All right, I'll go ahead. Inflict speed def -4 on foe during combat, and if unit initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent units follow-up attacks during combat. While attacking ether rates, if unit end movement on a space with a bolt trap or a heavy trap, cancels trap's effect. If unit ends movement on a space with hex trap, reduces trap's trigger condition by 10 HP. Okay, that's interesting.
I haven't used Disarm Trap in like years, so this all on you. I have no feedback.
Right. Well, Disarm Trap here gives you like offensive NFU, which I think is really, really good because like this can be inherited to Cavs, and I'm going to assume Flyers as well. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So that means you can give like theoretically Dagger Flyers and Dagger Cavs offensive NFU if they didn't already have it, which is really, really strong. The Hex Trap portion is interesting, like reducing the trigger condition by 10 HP. What's the current max? Is it like 65?
Believe so.
Right.
I would have to double check.
That would make it 55. So you need like 56 HP in order to clear Hex Traps instead of like 66. And the thing is, like, obviously as a Gale Force unit, you want as low of an HP as possible. And so for something like Linja, currently you run like the Fury 7 build, right? Like Fury 4 gives 8 damage, Fury 3 gives 6 damage, so 14 damage. Assuming you get 2 combats in, that's 28. And so, like, the maximum HP you can have to still fall into Wings of Mercy range from Linja is 56. So literally the limit of this, meaning that as soon as you take chip damage from your Fury, Disarm Trap 4 will no longer help you get over Hex Traps. And so it's only useful on the initial engagement, which might be all that is needed, assuming, of course, your Linja reaches 56 HP, which is a very specific HP condition to both clear the maximum level Hex Trap and still have a low HP to fall into WOM range after 2 combats from Fury 7.
Right. Wow. Okay. Oh, she also has Seafood 3. You can never go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this doesn't like completely erase Hex Traps. Like realistically, I think the only unit that I mean, I guess like if you run like hit and run units like New Year's Fafnir or something, and you can get them to like 56 HP or higher, this could be useful for like hit and run shenanigans. But for Gale Forcer, there's really only one Dagger Gale Forcer, and that's Linja, or at least one Dagger Gale Force Initiator, and that's Linja. And like it's a nice upgrade, right? Like offensive NFU is nice, the debuffs are nice. Clearing Hex Traps if you meet those conditions is nice, but it's not like game breaking or anything or changing, I'd say. But yeah, what are your thoughts overall on Kagero?
I personally think even aside from Ether Raids, she'll probably be a pretty strong unit. The amount of attack and speed she's getting is quite literally no joke, and
Right.
even I believe what you said, I think possibly like bare minimum or like give or take was like 12, I think, true damage. I still think it's a lot, and having
technically it's not true damage, it's stat buffs, like in combat stat buffs. But
oh, my apologies. Yeah, I still think that's really strong. Her also having what is it? I think offensive tempo she had.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Her having that, and then also having a mirror effect with 50% damage reduction is also really powerful. And yeah, I think she'll be pretty strong.
Right. I guess a concern you might have is that she currently doesn't have like special acceleration. So it might be hard to get lethality triggered. Yeah. But like other than that, like she's looking to be like very, very strong. Indeed.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and I just realized she also has remote sparrow too, so that's more damage reduction.
Right.
I did not get a look on her duo skill.
I know one of the effects is extra movement.
Oh, well, you won't. The other effect is Grand Special cooldown count -1 to unit.
Okay. Okay, so that means that lethality will proc if the foe can counterattack on the second hit. Because it...
So
I mean...
they'll counterattack, she'll reduce that damage, then you're getting hit with lethality plus mirror effect. That's gross.
Yeah. The only problem is that you can't really use this on like ether raids because, you know, like dual hindrance and defense. So I guess in summoners duels you can use this. You can also use something like dual asker to help reduce the cooldown even more in case you run into a save that doesn't counterattack. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell right now because like the current map is super anti-cav, right? So it's hard to make judgments, but I do think she'll be a very, very strong unit for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, and her stat line's right there, 45 speed.
Right. Okay. I wonder how high you can get that. Because like,
I'm sure people can get it super high.
Yeah. Well, again, like assuming it's visible stats, like you'd probably have to run like it merges, flowers, or legendary buffs.
Right.
I guess if you could do 50, that's like plus 10 to attack and speed, which is pretty good. Yeah. All right, cool.
She's looking amazing. I want to pull for her. I love Hero and Orochi.
Like two peas
Huh.
in a pod.
Okay.
That's like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
We'll make it.
What is this map? This map is terrible for Ether Raid's defense. What is this?
Nah, FEH a rank 1 player. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that map slays whales, you know? Whales tremble when facing that defense. Huh. Yeah, that's... I don't know how I feel about this banner. I mean, I really love the theme. Like, I think they knocked it out of the park on that. Yeah. What are your overall thoughts on this banner?
Okay, first of all, I want to say the art for all these units amazing. Dogger, best. I wish when I was younger I had that kite. Like, actually, that's an amazing kite.
Yes.
Art-wise, I think everyone looks amazing. Again, I feel like Claude with his new A skill shows what's to come with more units coming out, having like more bonuses or like effects that require you to have more bonuses, which I think is pretty nice.
Yeah.
What was it? Deep Star? That looks scary. I don't want to get hit by that ever. Please.
Right.
Katria, I like Katria, so she's cool, but her bow seems all right. Kagero I think is going to be really strong, and then I think Dogger again. Her archetype's just not the best, so I don't think she's going to stand out as much. So
yeah,
that's one thing I'm worried about.
I think that's where I share my sentiments. Like, assuming like Dark or what was it, Dark Star or something like. Assuming that like Deep Star actually works in Summoners duels and isn't like bugged like Fallen Star is, I'll laugh so hard if it's bugged as
so
well.
Terrible. That would be so terrible. They gotta fix that. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, but Claude at the very least is looking to be a very, very strong flying nuke. We have gotten a lot of flying nukes. I don't think this beats out like Hinoka or like a lot of the AoE nukes like Sonya or anything like that. But like, he'll definitely find a place. You can definitely use him, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Dagger, I think her only place, unfortunately, is like ARO Gale Force. At least right now, melee calves are not in a really good spot unless your names are Brave Celev, Brave Crom, or Carla. Like
Mhm.
that's. I mean, I guess Summer Ephraim too on certain teams, but yeah. Yeah. Kagero
Yeah, no,
is very, very
agree.
interesting. I don't know. She'll be definitely a very good hit and run unit in something like Aether Raid's offense, assuming there's no cancel control. Like you can just go in, attack, and then cancel all the way back, which is really, really nice. And with the power that she has, she will probably be able to take out at least one unit. It's just obviously going to be very hard to actually use your dual skill in Aether Raid's offense, so you need to make sure that you are the foe can actually counterattack, or you run it with like Asker or something. In Summer's duels, it'll probably be very map dependent on whether or not you'll need Lind to help you traverse trenches or not. But yeah, overall, very interesting banner. Are you going to summon on this banner, Satoshi?
I'll probably dip my toes a little bit in this banner, but I'm not gonna go that far, because
Right.
an Edelgard is probably soon-ish. I don't know.
Mhm.
Something in my gut tells me September, not September. Christmas.
Haven't you been saying that since like April?
Yeah,
this
but then
year?
they like dropped like Fallen Byleth, and then like I think another character I really liked, and then like something
Uh-huh.
else. I swear.
All right. Yeah. As for me, I'll probably be skipping this. But yeah, let us know down in the comments. What are your thoughts on this banner? Which unit are you most excited for? But yeah. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help our channel. Not only to my channel, but to Satoshi's channel as well. The link will be in the description. And it's always a pleasure to have you on. It's always super fun. And yeah, do you have any final last words before we sign off?
As always, thank you so much for having me. I always have a great time, and yeah, just thank you so much again. I always have fun.
Aw, thank you so much. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the day and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.